Hey there, Posse. We're going to take a look at the top 18 wine grapes in the world. These 18 grapes make up about 90% of the total volume of wine consumed each and every year. This is essential for you as you begin to broaden your knowledge and your palate. Are you ready? Come on, let's go. Hey there, Posse. I'm Pierre, and welcome to Asti Wine Consultants. I'm about to give you an overview of the 18 most important wine grapes in the world. Now, if you want to learn more about any one of these grapes, then check out the individual videos that dig into the details of each of these wine grapes. There are 9 reds and 9 white wines. Now, in this video, I'm covering them in order of approximate sales volume, and we're going to go from number 18 all the way down to number 1. Let's get to it. Number 18 is Viognier. Some pronounce it Viognier. Viognier is a full-body white wine which is low in acidity. It has floral and stone fruit notes and flavors. It pairs perfectly with seafood, chicken, veal, and pork. You'll find it coming out of the Rhone River Valley in France, in addition to several areas in California. Our number 17 is Gewürztraminer. Now, as most of you know, I love to say Gewürztraminer. This is a medium-bodied white wine with low acidity. It has floral notes and some grapefruit, and actually some ginger and lychee flavors, and it pairs really well with shellfish and seafood and egg dishes. Now, personally, I think this is the best wine to drink with oysters and clams. Its key production area is Alsace, France. Now, by the way, there is a term for these 18 grapes that we're discussing. The term is noble grapes. Originally, there were only 6 noble grapes, but the list has expanded over the years. A great way to keep the list top of the mind is with my noble grape magnet. This refrigerator magnet touches on the 18 noble grapes. It ranks the tannin levels of the red wine grapes 1 through number 9, and also has some tasting notes and some food pairings. You might want to take a look at that whenever you have a chance. It's really helpful when you're planning a dinner party. Oh, okay, now back to our list. Number 16 is Nebbiolo. Nebbiolo flies way under the radar screen. Most people who are unfamiliar with wine don't know that much about it. This one has a fast-growing cult following. It's a full-body red with high tannins. It brings with it flavors of rose, cherry, leather, and anise. It comes from the Piedmont region of Italy. Now, most specifically, the areas of Barolo and Barbaresco. Now, number 15 on the countdown is Semillon. This is a medium-bodied white wine with notes of lemon, yellow peach, and some chamomile. Now, it hails from Bordeaux, France, with some very nice expressions coming out of the Hunter Valley, that was easy for me to say, Australia. Now, coming out of France, Semillon is the unsung hero because it's frequently blended with Sauvignon Blanc to make the phenomenal white Bordeaux. Now, Chenin Blanc is another white coming in at number 14. It's medium-bodied with high acidity and yellow apple, pear, and some chamomile notes also. It goes great with seafood, Thai, and Indian foods. Now, while Chenin Blanc originated in the Loire Valley of France, and it's very popular there, South Africa is the leader in its annual production. Now, another white wine is Moscato. Now, in some areas of the world, it's known as Muscat. It's light-bodied and vinified sweet with floral, lemon, honeysuckle, and vanilla notes. Moscato is great with salads, sushi, and cheese, and also some nuts, a whole variety of nuts. Now, the lion's share of Moscato comes out of Italy and California. Number 12 is Riesling. Riesling is a light-bodied white wine with high acidity and flavors ranging from citrus to honey. It's usually vinified sweet. However, you can find it anywhere from dry to off-dry to sweet. It goes great with Asian foods, duck, pork, and shrimp. Now, Moselle, Germany, and Alsace, France are best known for their Rieslings. However, Washington State has been producing some very nice Rieslings in the recent years. Now, next up is Sangiovese. It's a red wine and our number 11. Sangiovese is also known as Chianti. That's what way most people remember it. It's a versatile, medium-bodied red wine with notes of cherry, earth flavors, balsamic, and espresso. Its high acidity prepares your mouth for all kinds of wonderful foods, including pizzas and chicken and virtually anything with tomato sauces. Italy is the driving force behind Sangiovese, particularly the Tuscan region of Chianti. How are you doing there? Are you getting a handle on all this? If you are, write Asti in the comments below. I'd also appreciate if you just take a second to click like and consider hitting subscribe and ringing the little bell so that you'll be notified when I post other videos like this. Okay, the next two, number 10 and number 9, are kind of sleepers, and they're both reds. Tempranillo is a medium to full body wine with cherry, fig, cedar, and tobacco flavors. This is the number 1 wine coming out of Spain. More specifically, it's coming out of Rioja and Ribera del Duero, those two regions. Number 9 is Malbec. It's a full-bodied red. Now, in the glass, it'll probably be the darkest wine you'll drink. It has notes of plum, blackberry, vanilla, cocoa, and some smoky flavors. It pairs incredibly well with pork and lamb and sort of fattier fishes. It originated in Cahors, France, but a lot of the world production is coming out of Argentina at this point. Now, the Argentinian Malbec is more fruit forward, while the French has more subtle flavors. Now, number 8 is Pinot Grigio. Now, in Italy, it's called Pinot Grigio. In other parts of the world, it's known as Pinot Gris. The two primary production regions are Italy and in Oregon. Now, Pinot Grigio is generally the lightest white wine, both in color and in body. It has a mouth-watering high acidity level with flavors of white peach, lemon zest, pears, melons, and almonds. Actually, I'm sort of partial to Pinot Grigio. Now, in college, I started drinking wine. It was Boone's Farm apple wine. I then hit the big time and transitioned into Pinot Grigio. Then about 25 years ago, I started branching out into a whole variety of other wines until I got to where I am today. Now, Sauvignon Blanc comes in at number 6. This is another white wine that's light to medium bodied with high acidity. It has flavors of green apples and citrus, more specifically grapefruit, plus honeydew and white peach. It has several different taste profiles, really depending on the region of the world it's coming from. Now, the two most popular regions are the Loire Valley in France and New Zealand. Now, the French is more subtle, while New Zealand has more distinctive grapefruit notes. Number 6 is Grenache. It's a fantastic sleeper, also known as Garnacha, coming out of Spain. Because of its easy soft tannins, high alcohol, and medium acidity, it's a very popular and versatile wine. Its flavor profile includes red fruits like strawberries and raspberries, and also some plum and leather and herbs, and actually sometimes even some spicy notes. Its high volume comes from the fact that Grenache is often blended with other grapes, especially Rhone-style wines like Châteauneuf-du-Pape and GSM blends. Now GSM, that's Grenache, Syrah, and Mourvèdre, sometimes Merlot. It can also be made into single varietal wines. Now Syrah, also known as Shiraz, comes in at number 5. Its big volume comes from the Rhone River Valley in France, and as Shiraz, Australia is its home. Syrah is a full-bodied red wine with nice silky tannins with notes of blackberry, blueberries, plums, chocolate, maybe pepper and some spices. Syrah is all about grilled meats, game, barbecue, and dishes with tomato sauce. Now these next 4, the top 4, are the workhorses of the wine industry. The first 14 varietals that we already looked at represent about $36 billion in sales per year, while the top 4 represent about $52 billion in sales. 3 of them are reds and 1 is a white. Our number 4 is Pinot Noir. The reason Pinots are so popular is because they're light to medium bodied with mouth-watering acidity. Of the red grape varietals, Pinots have the lowest tannins. The flavor profile includes red fruits like cherries and raspberries, along with some earth tones, and then also some clover and even vanilla. Most notable production areas are Burgundy, France. If you're in the store or online, looking at any kind of red wine from Burgundy, then it's a Pinot Noir. Now the other area is Willamette Valley in Oregon. It has come on really strong in recent years, and you'll also have a nice representation coming out of New Zealand. Even though Burgundy is the standard, I also like Pinots coming out of the Russian River Valley in California. Pinot's production volume is right around 260 million gallons and about $10 billion in sales per year. Now, Chardonnay is the number 3 most popular varietal and wine. Production volume is approximately 600 million gallons. That's over double Pinot Noir's production volume, and over $13 billion in sales volume. Chardonnay is the winemaker's delight. They can create virtually anything from a light to full-body wine with flavors ranging from clean and crisp to buttery and oaky. The big production areas are Burgundy, France, and California. If it's white wine coming from Burgundy, then it's a Chardonnay. Are you ready for number 2? Now, most Americans would be surprised at the number 2 highest volume grape varietal and wine in the marketplace. It's Merlot. Its production volume bumps up to an over 560 million gallons per year with a sales volume of right around $14 billion. It's a medium to full body red wine with soft tannins. You'll pick up on plum and chocolate flavors along with cherry and a variety of herbs. Bordeaux, France, California, and Chile produce the lion's share of Merlot. Merlot can stand confidently as a single varietal, doesn't have to be blended. Now in Bordeaux, it is blended with a number of other grape varietals to create world famous Bordeaux blends. Okay, here's the number 1 that everybody's been waiting for. Our number 1 noble grape wine of the world is Cabernet Sauvignon. Typically, cabs are big, full-body reds with big tannins. They bring with them a variety of black fruits plus cherries and black currants and baking spices. Bordeaux and California drive its volume. Napa Valley produces some tremendous cabs, while other warmer areas south of Napa produce those big fruit-forward, fruit bomb cabs. No, those actually can be good for you too, depending on your taste profile or preference. Learn more about what I mean by fruit bombs in this video. Meanwhile, Bordeaux produces much more subtle and sophisticated cabs. Now, when blended with other grape varietals, including Merlot, you have some of the most tasty wines in the entire world. Now, with over $15 billion in sales volume and 630 million gallons produced each year, Cabernet Sauvignon is clearly our number one. Folks, please note, production and sales estimates are derived from global planting areas and typical yields for each varietal. The figures are rough averages and can vary year to year due to climatic conditions, farming practices, and market demands. Well, there you have it. The 18 most important grapes in the world, noble grapes. Don't forget the noble grape refrigerator magnet. It's a really handy dandy tool for you. Oh yeah. And if you really enjoy this topic and want to get certified as a noble grape expert, check out the details in the description. Thanks for joining me. Cheers. Hey Posse, thanks so much for investing the time to watch this video. I trust it was helpful to you. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And please consider hitting subscribe. Oh, and be sure to check out these other videos. Until next time, cheers.